All right, fellas, it is the quarter season, so why not just throw our MVP ballots out there with 3/4 of the season left to go. It's a competitive field. It is. It's not just a 2-team field. It's 3, maybe 4. Yeah, I'm going to keep going there, Kurt. 3, maybe 4 guys up there. But give me the top of your ballot, Kurt Helin. Who is number 1 right now for you at MVP?
Yeah, it's definitely a 4-man race that could end up anywhere. And it's very tempting for me to say Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because, frankly, I voted for him last year for MVP. The tiebreaker for me was they won 68 games. Like, that's just huge. And they may break that this year. But I'm still going to put right now, if I had to vote, it would be Nikola Jokic. Leads the league in assists, 2nd in rebounding, 6th in scoring, averaging a triple-double, carrying this team. They've stumbled a little as a team of late only because Christian Brown is out and they've had other injuries. Aaron Gordon's out right now. But that guy still, night in and night out, is the best basketball player on the planet, carrying a team that is still at the end of the year going to be right in the mix for a title.
This is hard because a week ago I said Jokic is my MVP, and then I've been thinking about it more, and I just flip-flop between SGA and Jokic, and I have to say SGA now. You watch him play, and we're recording this, I think they're 20-1.
Yeah.
To do that without J-Dub, their second best player this whole time, is it's so impressive. And people go, well, their team's so stacked. Well, I don't know. Like, without J-Dub, and they've had other injuries throughout the year, like, they're not as stacked as you would just assume they are. Like, they're really good, and they have good depth. They have some good young players, but, like, they're stacked because SGA is on the team.
Yeah.
Right? And so the efficiency in which he's doing it at, he's just, you're not wrong if you choose one guy or the other right now. I think at the end of the year last year, Jokic is one of those guys that could have won it every year for the last 6 years. It's kind of like LeBron for like a 10-year period was like, you just get voter fatigue where you're just like, ooh, that guy's playing well. I'm kind of go for him. But you're not wrong if you choose one of those guys. Right now, I'm leaning SGA. A week ago, I was Jokic. 3 days from now, maybe I'll go back. I don't know. But right now, it's SGA.
Yeah, I'm a Shai guy, too, for a lot of the reasons you articulated there. I mean, to get off to, what were they, 19-1 before Jalen Williams came back. They've had a few other injuries. Chet was in and out. Lou Dort was in and out for a while. At SGA has been the one consistent for them night in and night out. And look, clutch numbers aren't everything, but he is like running away with the most clutch points in the NBA despite sitting out like half the fourth quarters. Like, he's not playing in some of these games. When he's out there and they need him in the fourth quarter, he's basically Superman. He's putting a cape on and carrying that team to the finish line. He has just been so good on both ends of the floor. And I've been studying him a lot over the last couple of months for an SI thing. And like, he's efficient from everywhere, Grant. Like, literally everywhere. Like, people keep talking about the free throw merchant. Like, he gets too many foul calls. But he doesn't, like, the guys that drive, like the top 50 like drivers in the NBA, Shai is like 18th in terms of free throw attempts among the top drivers. Like, and Grant, that's a deep in the weeds advanced stat, but like, he's going to the basket and he's not flailing his arms. He's not hunting these types of calls. People are fouling, I think, because they don't know where he's going to shoot from. And he's so good from every damn spot. Like, he is efficient. He's like 50% or 40% from three-point range, 50% from the mid-range. You get into the paint, he's like 70-something%. You name a spot on the floor, and this guy is going to make a shot from him. If you're a defender, you're like, damn, I got to defend each one of these spots because there's not an easy place to just leave him open from. So to me, it's SGA for those reasons.
Everything you said is spot on because you don't know where he's going to shoot. And here's the other thing. So with the Hawks front office, we talked about was we broke down players and we look at scouting reports and we look at biometrics, right? We started doing a lot of sports science. And one of the key parts to players nowadays is the decel, their deceleration. Yeah. And if you look at every guy who's an MVP candidate right now, their decel is unbelievable. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets so many foul calls because he is able to control his body. He is never off kilter. His feet are always set, or if they're not, he's somehow still under control. Because of that, a defender doesn't know what to do because you don't know when that shot's coming up. You don't know when he's going to pump fake. And if he does get thrown off his mark, a ref knows that, like, someone fouled him to do that because he's just always, equilibrium is always straight. So I think the thing about him, and Jokic is just, he moves the same way. He's just larger, so people don't really see that because he's not, the momentum's not carrying him through. But I'm going to throw Luka Doncic in there too. Luka moves that same way.
Yeah.
It's these guys can generate fouls because it literally is the defender moving them off their mark. It's not them moving themselves. That's key to these guys. And so I don't buy the whole foul merchant thing with SGA. The best players get fouled. Like, if you look at the best players throughout time, anyone wants to call their GOAT, whether it be LeBron, Kobe, whatever, it's just these guys get Jordan. These guys get
By
fouled.
the way, not for nothing, but Shai doesn't complain a fraction of what these other guys do. Like, he's got like 4 techs, I think, or some ridiculously low number. You never see him griping to a referee about a foul call. Luke, on the other hand, you see him griping all the damn time. But you never see Shai complaining about that stuff.
Oh, and people think some think that SJ's not a fun watch because of the way he plays, and I just. At some point, man, like, I remember Jokic wasn't considered a fun watch for a little bit. Like, people like
Harden wasn't he's kind of the same thing. He's getting at the free throw line, he's got a board. Harden was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, just sometimes you got to sit there and be like, what is it about him? Or what is he doing that makes him great? And if you can do that, I'm not saying that you have to be some basketball savant to like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but at some point, just appreciate what he's doing and just know that, like, all the NBA teams, they know the scouting report on him, and they can't stop him.
I think we could be back in a similar situation as voters that we were last year, where you may feel like Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league, but if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is playing in 75 games and Oklahoma City has won 74, it's impossible not to vote for the guy for MVP. I think that's where we're going to be in that position, but it is going to be a fun race.